Knowing the right thing to do, it is not the same as choosing the right thing to do. This Sabbath, that was the lesson that I think Yahuwa was trying to give me. On Sabbath, typically I take time out to just read my Bible and just sit in, kind of just read my word, right? Read my word and see what Yahuwa wants to say to me, what the Most High wants to say to me, and study. We believe that on the Sabbath, day of rest, you're supposed to rest, but also rest in Him, right? See if you can get a download or something that He wants to tell you at the time. Throughout the week, my life is pretty busy, so I don't really get time to rest and sit down with Him and talk to Him. In the morning times when I try, my kids somehow always interrupt and I have to read to them, and I really don't get the time to myself. But on Sabbath, me and my husband make sure we each take our own time alone with the Most High. And so as I was reading my Bible, I was reading chapters, Proverbs 12 to 19. I kind of just kept reading the first verses until I no longer connected with it. Like Till was saying something like about money or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not there. So I stopped at 19. I loved a little bit of it, but I stopped at 19. And so I was reading, and a word that kept standing out to me was the word prudent. I kind of thought I knew what it meant at first because I had heard someone on the television say it and they were like, you're so prude, but they were meaning it in the context of like the person was very rude and also very boring. So that's what I thought it meant, but it kept saying it, and it said it in these weirdest ways, as if it was like a good thing. And so I'm like, what? Like maybe I'm getting this word wrong. So I'm like, let me go ahead and see what this word maybe really means. And when I did, I read the daily studies that I have. Prudent. I have so many notes. Okay, which is really good for me. But okay, so it says prudent and understanding. Prudent can translate to several Hebrew words depending on the verse. Okay, it can mean discerning, perceptive, possessing understanding, able to distinguish between things. It comes from the same family as binah. Understanding, biblical understanding, is not simply possessing information. It is the ability to separate, distinguish, perceive connections, and recognize what a situation requires. A knowledgeable person may know facts. A navan person can see, right? Navan, prudent. What is actually happening here? What belongs together? And what should I do with what I know? It says sakal. And then it says, another word sometimes translated prudent means to act wisely, to consider carefully, to have insight, to succeed through wise conduct. So prudence is wisdom becoming behavior. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. It is not only recognizing the wise response, but choosing it. Okay, so let me go back to my stuff. And I think, wait a minute. I think that for a minute I kind of slipped with the part of choosing. Like I think that I kind of got in the mold now recently of like studying, getting knowledge, getting wisdom, like getting certain things up, getting this knowledge, reading these books and stuff. And I kind of slipped on the other step, the last step, which is to actually choose it. It's so crazy because me and my softness sister was talking about this and saying that we're missing something, and we just were slipping on a lot of stuff. And I think that this was really an answer that I needed, which was, I think Yahuwa was definitely telling me on my end, which was, you got to start choosing it now. Like, you just knowing it is not enough anymore. I can know it. I can know how to do something. I can teach it to somebody else so that they could know it. But it's not real until I then choose it. I hope that makes sense. So this is what I wrote down in my thing today. Again, I have kids, so you're going to hear them. Baby, I'm doing a video, Maxwell. I think for me too, like knowing wasn't always the issue. Like knowing how to do something hasn't always been an issue. It's just choosing at the time, right? Especially in intense moments. But on here, I wrote down for my Sabbath, which was, as I sat with this during my Sabbath reading, I really believe the word that Yahuwa, the Most High, had for me was this: you need to start choosing the right thing. That's the missing link in your life right now. It's not that you don't recognize wisdom. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's not that you can explain it or even teach it. The missing piece is choosing it. So I'm choosing to listen to his wisdom. I'm choosing to stop only recognizing the right thing, to stop only knowing the right thing, stop only teaching the right thing, and start actually choosing the right thing for myself. I believe that's what the Most High was trying to teach me this Sabbath. I think this was the missing link between knowing and becoming, was the fact I needed to choose. And so, yeah, I think that was the word that Yahuwa was giving me. And that this week I will begin to choose instead of just know, instead of just read, instead of just study, but really put into action. I think that it's not so easy though. Like when it comes to this stuff, it's very much like, the saying is easier said than done. And I think that it's definitely easier said than done in a lot of situations where you know the right thing to do. Like for me, I have a soft layers, other stuff that I know that I really don't fully put all the way into practice a lot of times because things get heated, right? Our biology starts messing with us. But I definitely am going to make it a priority. Definitely say some prayers. Definitely spend time with the Most High to just work on my heart and work on me. And so, yeah, that was a lesson that I learned this Sabbath. So that's all I got to say today, you guys. Just remember that knowing is not enough. That being able to recognize is not enough. And being aware is not enough. That you got to learn to choose it. Okay? Act on the wisdom. Don't waste it. I know I am no longer going to waste the wisdom from Yahuwa, from my man, from even the kids or my parents or anything. Just not wasting that wisdom. I think not wasting is by acting on it. Even like me doing these videos, it's me really acting on the wisdom and prudence on just my conduct for the future, I think, like where I want to go in the future to have freedom to be myself, I think I'm veering off a little bit here, and that's okay. That means it's time to go. Okay. I love you guys. Choose it. Okay. I love you. Bye-bye.